guys, so today I'm bringing you a review of Zadie Smith's On Beauty, which I buddy read with Jason from the Heavy Blanks and Katie of Effusions of Wit. Just a quick note, I have reorganized the bookshelves that are behind me. I'm really happy with the way that they look. It's 98% Penguin, and then there's like, you guys can't see it, but down below there's my vintage Austins, which I didn't realize when I was reorganizing that that's the way it was going to be. But I quite like this for my background for filming, and now my giant big bookshelf, which you guys have seen, is a disaster. If you want to see full pictures of those, they are in my Twitter, which is, as always, linked down below. So the reason why we chose to read On Beauty is because it is a retelling of Howard's End. Katie suggested it, and I was really eager to read it. The day that we decided that we were going to do a buddy read, I went out to my local bookstore and picked this up. I actually really like this copy. It's quite beautifully done. It's Penguin Canada. I don't know what edition Katie has, but I know Jason has the exact same one as me. I'm going to be honest, guys, this is not going to be a super positive review. There are a lot of issues I have with this book, which we will get into, but first a quick synopsis. Essentially, this is Howard's End. It is set in a small New England town. Basically, it's just outside of Boston. It's a university town. It deals with the academic lifestyle, and it deals with the rivalry between Howard Besley and Monty Kipps, basically two competing scholars on Rembrandt, and also their families. So that's basically the main point of the plot. You also have the Bass type character who is a street poet, and that's interesting. This deals a lot with race, which I thought was really, that part of it was really well done. It also does deal with a bit of class, but more like academic class, which is definitely something that I thought was well done. The snobbery of academics, the need for academics to feel like they need to argue contrary points just to be contrary. I found that very, very interesting. That was probably one of my favorite parts. But the things that I found problematic with this are pretty big, and I only gave this a 2-star on my Goodread account. I felt bad doing it. I thought Smith's prose was fantastic. It's just I just didn't walk away from this with a lot of positives. I thought that the way that she dealt with sexuality was particularly troublesome. The only character that, at least in my opinion, seemed fully in control of their sexuality was the young daughter of Monty Kipp, known as V, and in every way she is branded as a slut for being aware of her sexuality, and for going after what she wants. She's seen as a little bit crazy and like that stalker girl, and I found that really problematic. Everyone else in the book seemed really repressed as far as their sexuality went. At one point, and this happens in the very beginning of the book, so I'm not giving anything away, but the son of Howard, Jerome, is interning with Monty in England, and he sleeps with V, and when her brother finds out, he freaks out because she was a virgin, and if you despoiled that, like, I'm gonna murder you. And that whole ideology, I think, is really dated. I actually think that sexuality in Howard's End, what little there was dealt with in a much better fashion than it is with in On Beauty. I thought it was a lot more tolerant of sexual identity and things like that. So unfortunately, I did compare this the entire time to Howard's End because Smith literally does not let you forget that this is a retelling of Howard's End, and that is the other big issue that I have with it. I don't mind retellings. I think that sometimes they can be entirely wonderful. Personally, one of my favorite stories of all time is The Tiger's Bride, which is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast by Angela Carter. But this didn't do what I think good retelling should do, which is take the concept and then tell it in a new and interesting way. Smith basically beats you over the head with the fact that this is a retelling. Certain scenes are shot for shot identical to scenes in Howard's End. The dialogue is really similar. Every time you try and escape the fact that this is a retelling and try and enjoy it in its own right, Smith just brings back the fact that this is a retelling. And I think that is a failing of her storytelling. Yeah, I tried to get past the fact that this was a retelling and tried not to do direct comparisons because Howard's End is probably one of my favorite books now, and Smith just doesn't let you, and I found that very frustrating as a reader. So yeah, I would not recommend this book if you are a fan of Howard's End. I will say that Smith's prose style is interesting. I think she certainly is able to write dialogue in an interesting manner, but I just think that this falls flat. I did not enjoy this. I was really glad that the font was really big and it only took me like 5 hours to read. Yeah, that's basically all I can say is it's a quick read, so there's that. But yeah, so if you guys have read this and enjoyed this, let me know in the comments below because I would love to hear other thoughts. I'm eagerly anticipating Katie and Jason's reviews for this because I think Jason at least has mentioned that he's really enjoying it so far, so I'm eager to see. And I know Katie and Jason also love Howard's End, so I'm really eager to see what they have to say about it. But yeah, so that is my review on Zadie Smith's On Beauty. This is immediately after I'm going to be done filming this, going into the box of books that I'm taking to my used bookstore to get rid of. I don't want this in my house anymore. I don't hate it, but it's nothing special. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye.